an original Muddy Mo's World of Crypto series. How do I presents Proof of Weak Hands tutorial. Yep, when crypto floods, Muddy Mo discusses the mud it leaves. Today we'll be talking about how do I buy, sell, and reinvest P3D tokens and more. Y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. So what's to come in P3D, the tutorial? Proof of weak hands. First, we're going to talk about how do I set up P3D? How do I set up proof of weak hands? Next, we'll be talking about how do I buy and sell P3D tokens, withdraw and reinvest ETH dividends. Next, we'll be talking about how do I set up P3D on my smartphone. Yes, that means iOS and Android. And finally, we'll be talking about how do I reinvest my proof of weak hands, P3D, with a strategy. Y'all know Muddy Mo might sprinkle a little bit of extra, just a little something on the top. You never know. All right, y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned.
It's yours. Whose world is this?
Alright, so let's do a quick recap of the last video. What is P3D? What is proof of weak hands? Explain. Alright, we started off talking about P3D being a decentralized Ethereum token on a smart contract. Alright, daily Ethereum dividends that nobody can touch. Get that money, y'all, every day. Next, we took a close look at the proof of weak hands website, and we also looked at some extra factors of P3D. We also talked about why P3D is important. Why it's going to change our lives. Just getting some money in your pocket every day. ETH. We'll take that. Next, we talked about who should be excited about P3D. That was pretty dope, y'all. Also, we talked about weak hands or shut up. Who has weak hands in crypto? Who needs to shut up? We also talked about the future of P3D and what it could be. The good, the bad, the ugly. All that good stuff. Guys, make sure you check the description below for the What is P3D video link. That was just a little bit of snippet of what is proof of weak hands. Part of the Stay Crypto Woke series. P3D explained. Y'all go check that out. How do I set up proof of weak hands? P3D. Setting up proof of weak hands. This is important. Just make this ETH every day, y'all. Alright. The first step we're going to talk about is downloading the MetaMask wallet, which is a Google Chrome extension. Next, we'll talk about creating a MetaMask account. You have a 12-word phrase, and which is very important. And also, we'll talk about going to the P3D website and get going. All right. One thing I do want to bring up, I want to make sure that you guys understand. As I'm going through this tutorial, feel free to pause. Feel free to take as much time as you need. I'm going to try to be distinct. I'm going to try to go through it very clearly. But if you don't get something, please make sure that you find out. Don't just give up. Even Google it. Whatever it takes to get the information. All right? Use your resources. All right? Y'all want to hear some more? Stay tuned. All right, we back. It's your boy Muddy Mo talking about how to set up P3D. All right, so first, let's jump over to MetaMask first. All right, so MetaMask is essentially a web browser wallet. Essentially, you can keep your Ethereum all on your browser, all to yourself. All right, and to explain this, I might not do the best job, so I'm gonna allow them to kind of explain it for themselves what they do. So let's take a look here about what they say they actually do. All right, so let's just look.
Hi, and welcome to MetaMask. Today we're happy to share our gift to the Ethereum ecosystem. The MetaMask browser extension turns Google Chrome into an Ethereum browser, letting websites retrieve data from the blockchain and letting users securely manage identities and sign transactions. When you first start up MetaMask, you're given a seed phrase that can be used to restore all the accounts you ever create within MetaMask. You can switch the current account with the Switch Account button in the top right, and you can add more accounts at the bottom of the account list. Your account vault is encrypted and locally stored within your browser, meaning no account information ever touches our servers. However, with your secret phrase, you can easily restore your vault with the same accounts, even to other browsers. At first glance, MetaMask enables you to send Ether like a normal wallet application, but MetaMask's true strength lies in enabling your browser to visit Ethereum-enabled websites.
Alright, so we'll leave it there. So that's essentially what they do. So again, guys, make sure you go to metamask.io, alright? The extension that's needed to get your Ethereum wallet for P3D. Alright, so now let's go back. Now, just say you don't have Chrome. The place to go if you don't have Chrome, simply put, is just go to google.com/Chrome. And it'll bring you to this website where, as you can see, it's just saying basically download Chrome. So if we hit that, just basically accept and install. I'm not going to go through the whole 9. You see, I already have it. So yeah, so that's basically what that is. You can easily download Chrome to start there. Now, let's talk back about MetaMask. All right, so like I said before, you need this for P3D. All right, you have to have this for P3D. So I'm gonna walk you through the next part, which is actually getting the Chrome extension on your browser itself. All right, so let's walk through this. Chrome extension. You come to this page here, and it just explains the extension and explains what it does. But I really want us to focus on this add to Chrome right here. All right, really focus on that, guys, and we're gonna hit that. This is what you need to add your extension onto the Google Chrome. So every time you open it, to be on there. So you just hit add extension, like POWH. It's that easy, guys. All right. So as you see, I've been redirected, but as you see, I have a little fox up here. All right, and that thing stays right there. That little fox stays right there for pretty much until you can remove it and things like that. But it stays there, and that's very important because once you start using P3D, once you start jumping here, you're gonna need that fox to log into your MetaMask account for your ETH. All right, and it'll sync. But we'll talk about that to come. All right, so let's kind of go back here. So once you've downloaded MetaMask, all right, you're gonna hit that fox. There's gonna be a little privacy notice. You all, I really urge you to read everything on here. All right, it's only gonna take you a minute. All right, but it's really good to understand what you're getting into. I'm weird like that. I usually save my terms of use. I actually save the file just so I can go back to it. You'll read that, hit accept. Then you see the terms of use here. Like I say, I usually save this and read all of that, guys. Make sure you read all. I'm not gonna go through it now, but make sure you read that. All right. It says everything that's involved with it, everything that you're signing up for. All right. You hit accept. Now, after you do that, it's going to prompt you to make a new password. All right. So I'll just make a new password here. So once you enter the password, make sure, just like anything else, that you keep your passwords. And one quick thing before I go on. Also, remember, guys, we didn't have to enter an email address so far. So, and you will not have to do that. All right. It is not like a typical crypto site. So typically in crypto, you have situations where you have to sign up and put an email address on. This is the completely decentralized. All right. It's not asking us for an email address or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. All right. Now, big here. These 12 words, when you hit that, these 12 words are very, very important. All right. This is like your lifeline. All right. So make sure that once you get your 12 words, that you copy it and you put it somewhere safe. All right. So we'll show you here. I'll just copy mine and put it on the clipboard. Then I jump to the notes and I just throw it in my notes. All right. So I have it. And I usually put something like proof of weak hands. 12 phrase. All right, make sure you keep that. All right, and save that. All right, so I've copied my words somewhere safe. Boom. Now we're in. All right, so that was basically how to set up your MetaMask account and to get going with proof of weak hands P3D. Y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned.
It's yours. Whose world is this?
How how do I buy and sell my P3D tokens? We're talking about how to buy P3D tokens, y'all. And we're going to start off by talking about how to add P3D tokens on your MetaMask, then purchasing those tokens at a gas price, buying Ethereum using a QR code or Coinbase, and then seeing your dividends. Ooh, see that money, that pig. Next, we'll be talking about how to sell P3D tokens if you want to do that. Now, if that's what you want to do, all right. What happens once you sell? That 10% fee, we thank you. We appreciate that. We love that. We'll take that. And it also just shows that you have weak hands. All right, you don't see the long-term vision. All right, y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. How to buy P3D. All right, so let me talk you guys through. The first thing is how to add the P3D token. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the contract source. Let's do it. Okay, so once you go to the contract source, this is the contract source for P3D in its entirety. All right, so this is the blockchain contract for it. As you see, it's on Etherscan. That's really good. So what you're going to do, you're going to hit the token contract. Now, what you're going to do, you see, these are the transactions. You can look at the token holders, the whole nine on here. I urge you guys to go look at this for yourselves. In your free time, it's pretty cool to look at. But this is the address you want to copy. All right, so you just get that, grab that, and we'll copy that. All right, so let's go back a couple screens. I just find it easier that way. I'm lazy. I don't know. But anyhow, okay, so now that we're back here, next thing we're going to do, you're going to go to your Fox, go to your MetaMask Fox, all right? And you're going to go down. Now, this shouldn't be here, but all you need to do is hit add token and then paste the address we just got from Proof of Weak Hands. And as you see, it automatically fills this P3D here. And it automatically knows what token it is once you enter that address. It's on the blockchain. So that's how transparent it is. All right. So you add that, boom, and then you'll see it down here. Just show up here. All right. So let's say we're ready to buy Ethereum for our MetaMask. All right. We want to get some P3D tokens. And as you guys see, as I'm speaking, we getting orders coming in. I see a lot of green. That means a lot of people are buying, not selling. That's pretty cool. But let's say we want to buy. All right, so we're going to hit buy here. Now, once you do this, you can either send your money through Coinbase, and you can continue to Coinbase. I personally don't like using Coinbase as much. That's just a personal preference. But if that's easier for you, and a lot of people have Coinbase and have started through Coinbase, use that to load your Ethereum if that makes you happy. What I usually do is I copy the address. So I'll go here and I'll do copy the address to the clipboard. Boom. Now that's copied. So after that, all you have to do is now add pretty much just like any other crypto, add Ethereum to your MetaMask. And once it's in your MetaMask, we'll go from there on how you can buy your tokens. All right. Once you have put your Ethereum on P3D, let's take a look. Bing! Oh, we got it on there. All right. So once you've transferred your Ethereum onto your MetaMask account, now it's time to buy P3D tokens. Let's get it. Ooh, fun part. Ooh. All right. So the first thing you'll do is you'll go to the decentralized exchange. Boom. And as you see, once you actually get that token on there, you'll see your holdings to be up here in this corner. All right. Once you actually get them. So let's go to buy and reinvest. All right, we're actually, okay, good. Actually, let's go here first. All right, so this is the My Holdings page. It's just, once you get your tokens, you'll see your rewards and how much you actually have and what your ETH value is and so forth and so on. So, but for right now, to buy, we're going to go to buy and reinvest. And here we're going to see how much we want to buy. All right, so I usually know how much Ethereum I want to spend. So I usually look back at my MetaMask and say, okay, I got 0.0017 at the time. I'm going to want to leave some gas on there. Like, I know it's going to cost some gas to do some transactions. So I'm just going to put 0.001. Whatever that turns out to be is what I'm going to actually put on there. All right. So let's put 0.001. Let's see what happens. All right, so for my 0.001 Ethereum, I'm gonna get approximately 0.06 P3D tokens. All right, so let's do that. Let's purchase that. Now, once you hit the purchase button, you see this screen automatically popped up. All right, so let me pull it down a little bit. So you see this screen automatically popped up. All right, and it automatically fills everything for you. So it pretty much shows exactly how much it's going to cost you overall and how much your fee is. I don't know why that fee is that high, but it shows why your fee is, and you can lower your gas price and so forth and so on. Wow, that is really high. But let's do it. Let's see what happens. All right. All right, so my buy order has been transmitted to the blockchain and is now awaiting confirmation. All right, so once that gets through to the blockchain, it's going to add my P3D tokens, and I'll see my 0.06, how much I just bought. I'll see it both here, and I'll also see it in my holdings up here. All right, and once we start earning, our rewards will show here, and this is what you guys are going to want to see. All right, this is what we're going to start making that money, that ETH. All right, we're making ETH, which is for value. Got it? So now let's talk about how do I sell P3D tokens. All right, unfortunately, some people want to sell them. All right, and now if you remember, guys, we added our P3D. Remember, I added my 0.001, I believe, ETH. It already popped on there. All right. So I got 46 cents or 0.0008 worth of ETH. My 10% went to everybody else. All right. So what Money Mo just put in went to everybody else. But that's cool. I dig that. All right. Now let's look. So on our account, now also on your account, you can also edit your name. Let's just change this to Money Mo. Now you can edit your name and do all this different stuff. So you can do that and play with that. Also, one thing, make sure, I forgot to talk about this. The gas price is very important, all right? So you see I have one transaction that last transaction dropped. What I had to do, I had to enter more gas, all right? So I had to pay a couple more cents or pay more gas for them to pick it up. That low amount, the blockchain couldn't pick it up. So I was going to have to wait, and I didn't feel like waiting, so I just added more gas. And that's something that you can do too, all right? So, but you see my coins are added here. But let's go. Let's talk about how to sell. If somebody wants to sell a token. So we got some tokens, right? Say, you know what? I'm tired. Out of here, right? I'm trying to sell this stuff. Done. All right, so let's just say I want to sell 10%, right? So let me sell my 10%. All right, so I got 0.06. So let's say I want to sell 0.006. 10% of what I got. So that'll be approximately 0.0001 ETH that I'll be getting back. All right. So I'm gonna show you guys. Oh, I hate selling tokens, but I'll show you guys what happens here. All right. So we hit sell, and it's gonna try to talk you out of it. Are you sure you want to sell? Selling is admitting to yourself and everyone else that your hands are no longer strong enough to play. All right. Your 10% fee will go to everybody else, and you can either say no, I found new strength, and not sell your tokens. Or you can say, yes, I have weak hands and I need to go ahead and sell these tokens. So let's just say, yeah, I got weak hands. So let's sell. Once you sell, it's not going to automatically pop up every time like before. It's not going to automatically just pop up over here, all right? But you will see that this is just saying fetch the database, all right? So you're selling, you're worried about it. Don't worry about it. Don't panic. All you need to do is go to your Fox, and you see it has a little notification there. Just hit that. Bing. Let me see. Playing around with me. Okay, there you go. All right, so it's going to ask you about your confirmation and saying if you want to actually do it and all of that stuff. This transaction fee is kind of high, so I'm just going to reject this. So all you need to do is hit submit, and then your Ethereum tokens are going to pop back into your MetaMask wallet. So let me reject that. So it'll pop back here. All right, it just add there. Simply put. Does that make sense? Cool. All right. Y'all want to hear some more? Stay tuned. Up next, we have how to withdraw and how to reinvest your Ethereum dividends from your P3D tokens.
It's yours.
right, next up, we got how do I withdraw and reinvest my ETH from P3D? All right, how do I withdraw this ETH? I need that. I need that in my pockets. How to withdraw Ethereum dividends? All right, first you want to make sure that you want to actually withdraw. All right, then you pay the gas price and receive your ETH directly in your MetaMask. All right, then you can send the ETH to whatever ETH wallet that you would like. All right. Next, we will talk about how to reinvest Ethereum dividends. All right, this is reinvesting back and buying more tokens. Woo! Get more dividends. Woo, woo. All right, first we're gonna talk about checking your earnings, and then we'll talk about reinvesting and watching your tokens and your ETH value rise. All right, y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. Right, we back. How do I withdraw my ETH dividends? Muddy Mo's World of Crypto. Right back at you. All right, now let's talk. All right. So first off, let's go back to our decentralized exchange. This is the first step. All right. So how do I withdraw my Ethereum dividends? How do I reinvest them? Let's talk. All right. So we go back to the decentralized exchange. You see my coins up there that we just purchased. Now, let's go to, if you want to reinvest, let's go to, now, let's go to our holdings, all right? We go to our holdings, and you can see what you have. Now, right now, I don't have any rewards, but once this generates some rewards, it'll show up here, all right? So you'll go back to next we'll go to sell and withdraw. Go to sell and withdraw. Bing, hit that. And here we already showed you how to sell. So let's talk about the withdraw side. Now, it's give you the option to either reinvest. Once you have these rewards, you're going to reinvest them or withdraw them. So we want to withdraw. Let's withdraw them. So again, just like when we sold our tokens, here it also tries to talk you out of it. All right. So there's no fee involved. So there's no 10% going. It's already your money, and they just try to let you know that. Again, you can say no, I like where this is going, or yes, tell the robot I'm out of here. All right. So let's say yes, we're out of here. All right. Let's get that ETH directly into our MetaMask wallet. Now, remember, when it says fetching, most likely you're going to have a notification by your MetaMask little fox up there. So hit that. Ooh, bing. All right. So now you see that the transaction fee of the gas price is 4, right? So the transaction fee is 15 cents. So it will be that 15 cents will be added on to whatever those rewards are here. All right. So I don't have any rewards yet. But you would just hit submit, and it'll just say awaiting to the blockchain. And what'll happen after that, your coins will, I'm sorry. So what happens after that, you end up getting more Ethereum into your MetaMask wallet. So right here. So it'll be more Ethereum. Now, some wise people use that gas. When they do withdraw, they use that Ethereum to either pay for more gas because of fees when they reinvest, and we'll talk about that in a second, or they just want to get out and have a little bit of Ethereum to spend, right? So that's the reason why you would withdraw. So, but make sure that you want to withdraw. Some people just withdraw just for the sake of it. Don't do that. I would rather you reinvest, and we'll talk about that, but make sure you understand what you're doing before you withdraw. Now, once you receive your Ethereum, you can send this wherever you want to send it. All right. So let's say you want to send it somewhere. All you got to do is put in that address, just like any other crypto. Put it in the address. Put in how much you want to send. Bing, hit next, and that goes through. You can send it to wherever you want to send it. All right. So it's in the Ethereum world. It's just a normal Ethereum token. And send it wherever you want. All right. So it's just a normal Ethereum coin. Got it? Cool. Now, let's talk about how to reinvest. Now, let's talk about how to reinvest your P3D, your proof of weak hands. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Strong hands, strong hands. That's what strong-handed people do. They reinvest, all right? So let me show you how to reinvest. So what the easiest way is just go to buy and reinvest, and I'm here already. Or you can either go to your holdings. So first thing you do is go to buy and reinvest. Now, let me just give you guys a tip. This is where the magic happens. All right, once you reinvest and get more tokens, you're going to be getting more ETH, and this thing is not going anywhere. All right, P3D is not going anywhere. So just understand that. But let's hit reinvest. All right, and again, it's fetching the database. So it's saying you need to go and check your MetaMask out. So check your little fox out. Check him out. Bing. Let's see what he's talking about. All right, now it's saying I have insufficient balance for this transaction. I only got 20 cents in ETH. That makes sense. All right, but if I were to have some Ethereum here, some rewards coming back already, it would already tell me how much P3D I'd be getting, right? And then all you do is just buy that Ether, bing, and that 10%, or go to us, it'll go to the pot, right? But you'll have more tokens. Got it? Does that make sense? All right. Now, make sure you're reinvesting, guys. Make sure you are reinvesting. It's important, all right? Make sure you're doing that, all right? Y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. We just talked about how to withdraw our Ethereum dividends. We also talked about how to reinvest our Ethereum dividends. Let's go. All right, so let's do a quick recap of the proof of weak hands tutorial. All right, first we talked about how do I set up P3D account. Then we talked about how do I buy P3D tokens. First adding P3D on your MetaMask. Then purchasing tokens at a gas price. Buying Ethereum with a QR code at Coinbase. Next we talked about how do I sell P3D tokens. And what happens once you sell those tokens. Also, how do I withdraw my ETH dividends? Alright, receiving ETH into your MetaMask. Send it to the ETH wallet of your choice. And then we talked about how do I reinvest my Ethereum dividends. Alright, that's reinvesting in P3D tokens. Reinvesting and watching your ETH value rise. Rise up, rise up. Now, I want to make sure I'm clear on this. Please use my link in the description below for the authentic site. Even if you don't invest, you still need to use that link just to make sure you get to the authentic site. All right, I just want you to take part in this. All right, y'all want to hear more? Muddy Mo's, where the crypto? Oh, Muddy Mo's, where the crypto? Aye! All right, so how do I set up proof of weak hands on my smartphone? You're gonna have this on your phones, y'all. It's pretty dope. Alright, getting proof of weak hands on your iPhone or your Android. It's the same across both. Alright, so we'll talk about downloading the Cypher browser, then syncing your 12-word phrase with your MetaMask, and then going to proof of weak hands site through Cypher browser. Alright, y'all ready? Alright, stay tuned. Alright, how do I set up P3D on my smartphone? Getting proof of weak hands on your iPhone and your Android. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to go to the App Store and we're going to download Cypher browser. Alright, Cypher browser. And once we do that, we're going to go ahead and open it up. This is the browser that's going to allow you to actually access P3D and have your MetaMask wallet connected. All right. So once we open it up, we download it and open it, we're going to go to restore. So you already have a MetaMask wallet. So you're just going to restore it. All right. So read through your terms of use and then agree to it. Next, we'll be syncing your 12-word phrase for MetaMask. All right, remember that 12-word phrase? We said save. Okay, so here we have an opportunity to actually enter that 12-word phrase. So MetaMask and Cypher will do all the work for us. All right, it actually connect for us. All right. So after you got your 12-word and you confirmed it, now you can set up protect your wallet and do your Touch ID and all that good stuff. That's optional. Now, guys, it's the same on the Android as it is for iPhone. I know I'm doing this on the iPhone, but it's the same thing. All right. So here's your wallet when you get that. And now, as you see, I already had the tokens added, but I'll walk with you guys on how we're going to add the tokens, how we're going to add P3D on here. All right. So first, you need to go to the browser. All right. You go to the Cypher browser and you'll type proof of weak hands. All right. So you just go to the site and you'll go to the decentralized exchange. All right. Now, once you do that, the next thing will be is to go to the Explorer. All right. So you want to go to the Explorer so that you can get the Ethereum contract from proof of weak hands. All right. On Etherscan. Now, once we get there, all you simply need to do is just copy that address. All right. Copy the proof of weak hands address. We get that copied. And you take that back to Cypher, all right? You go to add custom token. And then you paste your contract address there. Boom. Just like that. And as you see, P3D automatically fills in, guys. So, and the next thing you know, your token will be showing. Now, what that gives you, the opportunity, whenever you want to go to Cypher browser, you can go and it'll do everything that you do on your computer. That's awesome. Pretty awesome, right? So as you see, you can do buys, sells, you can withdraw, you can reinvest. That means P3D never leaves you. Your dividends never leaves you. All right, y'all want more? Stay tuned.
It's yours. Whose world is this?
All right. So how do I use my proof of weak hands Masternode, P3D Masternode? Alright, so a Masternode generally allows one to get a link to refer others to the site or whatever they're doing. So on here, you're referring others to proof of weak hands. And when you do that, you instantly receive 33% of their buy-in fees. That's fire. Alright, now, to do this, you have to have a minimum of 5 P3D tokens. Alright, so let's kind of go through it. So once you get on the site, you want to go to the decentralized exchange, and then you want to actually go to staking in Masternode. All right. So once you hit this, you'll see that if you don't have a Masternode, it'll just be a link to go buy P3D tokens. But if you do, you'll see that here it shows exactly what a Masternode is and what their Masternode does, and how many tokens that you need to get a Masternode to actually spread that link. So it's 5 tokens to spread the link. And as you see, you can either save your link address, you can copy it, you can copy the link address, whatever you want to do. However, whatever it takes to send it, text message it, whatever it takes to send it to someone else, you can actually do that. So, and what's in it for you to spread it? What's in it for you to pass your Masternode link out? Like I said, that 33% bonus. All right, y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. How do I reinvest in P3D with a strategy? Woo! This is what y'all been waiting on. Clap that up. This is what y'all been waiting on. All right. So, proof of weak hands, reinvest strategies. Now, let me just say, this is not professional financial advice. All right. These are opinions of Muddy Mo and Muddy Mo alone. All right. So let's get right into it. All right. So we're going to talk about different types of profiles, and what that means is different profiles of types of people that either are or would be on proof of weak hands. And I'll leave that up to you guys whether you want to follow a profile or do something or be similar to a specific type of profile. All right. Now, the type of profile that most people will want to be a part of will correlate directly with how much money they have, A, B, how much time they have to put in, and also a lot of life factors about your personality type. All right. So y'all check it out. All right, so the first profile type is one that has short-term vision. All right. Usually these types of people, they withdraw all the dividends. So any dividends they get from their P3D tokens, they take it right off. All right, they want that money back quick. All right, they're in a real fast life, real fast moving, fast lane. All right. They also loosely buy and sell P3D tokens. All right, so they usually generally sell according to the price of the P3D token. So if the P3D token is being sold a lot, the value is going down, which means your ETH value is going down. These types of people sell very fast. All right, they jump out. All right, and they also loosely buy too. They might just jump in at random or under a lot of FUD and a lot of talks about what's going on. All right. They also sell tokens according to their overall Ethereum profits. All right. So depending on how much they made, that determines how much they sell their tokens for. All right. So the token price is, in real time to them. So whatever the price is that day, if they made money, they'll sell. If not, they might hold. I don't know. So that's their profile type. Also, they play the market as it comes. All right. So they're like the so to speak, shoot from the hip type. Right. Like in every group of friends, it's always one that's got the quick pop off, or the quick to jump to the defense of somebody, or quick to do something. All right. So these types of people that's in P3D, they play the market as it goes. Like they're not looking at this thing long term. They don't care about that. They just want to make that quick dollar and get off of there. All right. So this was Profile 1, the short-term vision. How do I reinvest in P3D with a strategy? All right, remember, this is not professional financial advice. Just let you know. All right, Profile 2 has more of a mid-term vision. All right, and what I mean by that, this type of P3D person casually reinvests and withdraws. All right, so they reinvest probably maybe once every couple months, once every now and then. All right, they might withdraw determining how much they've made and ETH dividends on the site, or just, they want a couple extra ETH coins back in their MetaMask wallet. You never know. So, but they have midterm vision. Also, they have wavering belief in P3D. And what I mean by that, this type, they they go according to what the news or what other YouTube bloggers say about P3D and things such as P3D. All right. So if they hear that, P3D is a scam, they're going to immediately probably take their money out. All right, so they waver in belief by what P3D is doing in the news, essentially. Also, they may sell their tokens based on FOMO or FUD. All right, so if the price is jumping up, they might be the ones that's buying. All right, if the price is going way down, they might sell quick. All right, so Muddy Mo kind of feels like this type usually generally loses money because they don't have a way to be. They're just in the middle there. So they also they're in P3D because they're in crypto, so to speak, not just being in P3D because P3D is an awesome site and awesome system that really can help us over time. So they're just jumping in because it's kind of cool in crypto right now, but most likely this type would jump to something else very, very quick if it was to come along. All right, y'all want to hear more? Let's go. All right, let's back at it. How do I reinvest my P3D with a strategy? I have to say it again, y'all. This is not professional financial advice. It's just Muddy Mo talking. Just my opinion. Just opinions, all right? Just my opinion. All right. Profile 3 is also one that has midterm vision in P3D, all right? So this type, they rarely withdraw their Ethereum dividends, all right? They keep their dividends on the site, generally speaking. No need to touching it. They generally never sell their tokens, all right? But at the same time, they don't grow their tokens either, all right? So this is more of a, I call it more of a passive way of having P3D or using their P3D and P3D tokens, all right? Just midterm vision. They don't have a long-term vision for P3D, nor do they see it as a short-term quick dollar, all right? And this type of person usually hasn't invested a lot, all right? So this type of person, I would say, is financially conservative. So they would usually not invest a lot when they're just starting out in P3D. So Also, it goes until their initial investment is made. All right, so these people look at a bottom line. They really look at the, okay, how much have I made? All right, once I've made a certain investment, then I'll go ahead and just sell or do something with it. All right, so that's midterm vision, and it's similar, you know, in day trading when you day trade crypto and stocks and such. You know, you have a similar profile type that does exactly that. All right, they set their stop orders at a certain level, and they can sell and make the funds that they want to make, no matter what the coin does at that point, if that makes sense. How do I reinvest in P3D with a strategy? We back, still at it. All right, again, this is not professional financial advice. This is simply opinion of your boy Muddy Mo. All right, profile type 4. They have long-term vision and deep pockets. All right. So these types of people, they never reinvest. All right, they don't need to. They don't really care. They probably never check the site, or they don't withdraw the ETH either. So they just leave it on there and just let it sit. Usually these are guys that are what I call high rollers. They can just throw money in something like an investment and forget about it. So, you know, now one thing about them, they might buy a lot initially, but their tokens don't grow over time. It just stays at the same level. And they just make what they're making at that level. So, you know, once you grow tokens, that's when you really get into the point where you're just making more and more and more. And who knows if this thing blows up. Like right now, it's only about 8,000, 9,000 people in this. Like that's not a lot. Like it's a long way to go. We're in the very, very, very infant stages of this. So profile 4, another thing. The ETH value nor does the P3D token value matter to them. They don't care what the price is. They're just letting it sit. They forgot about the money. It's just sitting there, whatever. All right. And like I said, they're a let it sit type. They're boring. All right. So how many of us know somebody who just let their money just sit somewhere, right? And they always playing broke, or they always just living very meager. And then one day they just pop up like, yeah, man, I just bought a couple houses. Gonna flip some houses, or yeah, I just bought some stock, man. I bought about 10,000 shares or something. And you like, huh? Where'd you get that from? Like, these are the type. So profile 4 in P3D, that's the type these people are. Like, that's what they do. Like, they don't care about it when they come back. Like, oh, like I made a lot of money. That's what's up. Let me do this with it. All right, y'all want more? Stay tuned. How do I reinvest in P3D with a strategy? We back. Still at it. We at the last one, y'all. And this is not professional financial advice. Everyone must do their own due diligence. Now, profile number 5. I got the star buyer. This is their long-term vision. That 5 to 10 year vision. Alright? We already talked about in the last video. In the Stay Crypto Woke, Muddy Mo, P3D Explained. Go check that out. We already talked about this being something that can't be stopped by humans, all right? It's a blockchain, it's a code. So the long-term vision people, the profile 5 type, the long-term vision people reinvest often, and they withdraw basically when needed. So let's explain that. So reinvesting often means you're getting more coins and more coins. Now, there's some goods and some bads to that. The bad part is that you can buy P3D when it's expensive just because you're not even paying attention to the token price per se. But it's really good because you can reinvest and buy more tokens for a cheaper price when people want to sell it off. All right, you're still making those dividends. And this personality type typically withdraws when needed. So if they want some more gas, they're going, okay, let me take a little bit out and just hold that. They're gonna go somewhere else in crypto and throw some ETH around. That's when they'll withdraw, but that's very, very rare for this personality type, for this profile type. Next, they will not sell tokens no matter what. They're not stupid. The ETH and P3D values does not matter to them. All right, so there's been times already in P3D in its infancy that the prices of P3D tokens have went down so much. And these people don't care. Matter of fact, they probably were reinvesting a lot. When the token price and the ETH price doesn't bother you, when you're in it for a long term, this thing is going to do wonders for you, because everybody else is going to be going back and forth, right? But you're staying consistent, and that's important. Everybody else is going to go back and forth, but you're staying consistent, and that's important. Also, they're very active on the site, all right? So they look at everything, all right? They're in the Discord group. They have a pretty dope Discord group. They're doing all these different things and interacting and learning more and more and more about P3D, right? They know that this can possibly change their families' lives. And they generally watch the site, if not daily, definitely weekly. All right, just paying attention to what's going on, all right? Also looking at crypto bloggers like your boy Muddy Mo. Muddy Mo's World of Crypto. I just had to get that. They're also looking at bloggers and staying knowledgeable about what's going on, all right? And last but not least, this profile type of person has an intense belief in P3D. We've been burnt. We've been burnt in other areas and other things in crypto. We need this, y'all. We need it. I'm just talking facts. We need this. We need this to work. Not only just that, we look at the code and the math behind it. Unhackable? Yeah, my hands up. I'll take that. I'll take that. Thank you. I'll get some daily dividends. I don't get daily dividends. I gotta go to work every day. So it is what it is, all right? Now, and I start this because this is who Muddy Mo is. Now, you can choose your profile type that you would like to be in P3D. Just be something. Be in it, all right? But my profile type is profile 5, right? I reinvest often, and I love this, man. I have an intense belief in what it can do and what it can change, all right? Y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. All right, how do I reinvest in P3D with the strategy we talked about? Oh, let's sum this up. All right, so we already talked about the 5 profile types of P3D, the 5 different types of people who are a part of P3D. The profile 1 type, the quick, the shoot from the hip type, the gambler type. All right, they withdraw everything. They loosely buy and sell these tokens. Selling tokens according to the ETH profits. They do all of that. All right. Then we talked about profile 2, the ones that casually reinvest and withdraw. All right. They have a wavering belief in P3D, and they may sell their tokens on FOMO and FUD. We also talked about the third profile type, and what they do, they withdraw their ETH dividends. They don't sell their tokens, but they're not growing them either. All right. They just sitting there kind of being boring. The profile 4 type, deep money bag type. They sit back, throw their money in P3D, and just let it grow. All right, they don't care about the value of it. They just throwing it in there and gonna check it in some years probably. And then we got the profile 5 type. All right, this is the ones that's paying attention and that's in this thing for the long term. They're not thinking about the ETH right now. They're thinking about the tokens. They're thinking about the overall growth that this market can see over time. As crypto grows, P3D will grow. We are gonna be that's me. That's me right there, making it rain. Making it rain. Making it rain to our families. We in the living room. Making it rain. That's how you make it rain. I don't wanna let me just talk to y'all for a second. That's how you make it rain. Alright, you don't make it rain out in a gentleman's club or at a mall or online. You don't do that. Alright? You go in your living room and you get all that bread you made and you just here you go. Here you go, son. Here you go, daughter. Here you go, husband. Here you go, wife. I love y'all. That's how we do it. That's how we do it over here at Muddy Mo's World of Crypto. That's what we doing it for. Y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. Oh, we did it. Oh, y'all made it through. Hey, welcome to the grand Muddy Mo finale. Oh, we did it. The P3D tutorial. Alright, so let's jump right into it. What we talked about today. First off, we let y'all know how to set up P3D by creating a MetaMask account. Then we talked about how to buy P3D tokens. Alright. How to purchase those tokens, get that ETH, all right? You buy with your ETH code, your QR code, all that good stuff. Next, we talked about how to sell P3D tokens. Weak hands, boo. Then we talked about how to withdraw your ETH dividends, all right? How to get that ETH and then put it in the wallet of your choice. And then we talked about how do I reinvest my ETH dividends? Oh, tokens, P3D tokens. Hey. Then we talked about how do I set my P3D up on my smartphone, all right? On Android and Apple phone, iPhone. Oh, y'all like that, don't you? Then we talked about how do I use a Masternode, all right? Receiving that 33%. Mine's in the description below. Next up, we talked about how do I reinvest in P3D with a strategy. Oh, the profile types, all right? Know what profile type you are, right? Thanks for joining your boy Muddy Mo on the P3D tutorial, all right? Any questions, any comments, make sure y'all leave something below, all right? Check me out. Oh, Muddy Mo's Word of Crypto. Whoa, Muddy Mo's Word of Crypto. Ay! Help your boy Muddy Mo on P3D. We already talked about a Masternode, y'all. I need some help, man. Y'all already know. I need y'all referrals, man. Use my referral Masternode. Not only that, it's a safe way to get to the site, all right? If you ever want to get to the site, use my Masternode just to get there, even if you don't want to invest. But please invest. Go ahead and throw that on there, all right? And then you get your Masternode off, and then you pass that on to somebody else. That's how we do it, all right? We just keeping it moving, keeping that ball rolling, all right? So check me out, all right? My P3D Masternode is in the description below, all right? Make sure y'all check me out on that. Also, feel free to drop some Ethereum on your boy Muddy Mo, alright? If you just really want to give, and I appreciate, because I put my work in, man. Y'all see I work hard, alright? Help your boy Muddy y'all out, man. Drop some Ethereum on your boy Muddy Mo. Y'all already know. Blah! Blah, blah. Check me out, y'all. You just watched part of Muddy Mo's Word of Crypto, one of my series. How do I, alright? When crypto floods, Muddy Mo discusses the mud it leaves, all right? In this one, we talked about P3D, y'all, all right? Proof of weak hands tutorial. How do I buy, sell, and reinvest P3D tokens and more, all right? Y'all could have went anywhere in the world, man, but y'all here with me, and that's what's up. Muddy Mo loves you all. Muddy Mo's Word of Crypto, whoa. Muddy Mo's Word of Crypto. It's come that time. I want to share more of my world with you. Come check me out on all my social media links. Hit me on Twitter at Muddy_Mo. Find me on YouTube at Muddy Mo's Word of Crypto. And last but not least, catch me on Instagram at Muddy_Mo. Come check me out. Like, follow, comment, retweet, share. Do all the above, guys. I appreciate the love and I want to hear from you. The Referral Whisperer is back. Muddy Mo, the Referral Whisperer. Check me out in the description for all my links. Drop some Litecoin on Muddy Mo. Bow! Drop some Ethereum on Muddy Mo. Bow! Drop some Dogecoin on Muddy Mo. Bow! Help me out, y'all.